Gibba, you got anything to say to the fans today? Tell the human stuff? Maybe a funny joke? No jokes? No? Ooh, burps. Okay. Daddy love you, and the humans love you too. Okay, you be. Whoop. The tummy. Show the tummy. Oh. Okay. Good boy. Yes, you guys just glimpsed pizza. I am still recording this on Tuesday, but I'm preparing you guys the first episode of New Set versus All Set. Round 1 of our 4th arc in this series. We have had some exciting battles in this series so far. I think the best one might be the one we just had conclude. Kamigawa is probably, if not the best set we've pulled from so far, definitely in the top 2 or 3 for sure. I think I enjoyed pulling from it more than I even enjoyed pulling Foundations. With the neat artwork for the lands, and there was a lot of just really cool stuff we pulled from those packs. But now we're going into Tarkir Dragonstorm, which is definitely one of my is definitely my favorite set of this year so far. And we are also going to dive into a classic and see whether it can compete against the new awesome dragon set. So, without further ado, Kaiba decided in advance for us that since the old set won the last chapter, the old set should get to lead off the new chapter. So we will tire into Modern Horizons first. I've never ripped into this before. I'm just checking real quick. Sorry to delay it for a second, but I'm curious how many cards there are in a pack. I'm thinking it's 14, but it doesn't say on the front. Well, oh, there it is, 17 cards. Ooh, that's interesting. 17 to 14. This has quite the advantage. Usually it's the new sets that have the advantage. Alright, let's see what we get. I wonder if these work the same way as, I hope they don't, as Jumpstart. Okay, tokens and art at its front. That's nice. So maybe at the back is all the good stuff. We got a soldier to start. I apologize. I haven't actually been holding the cards close enough to the camera in the last video or two. My arms have been really sore from work, and I just wasn't thinking. Between the two, I feel bad, though. Ooh, a spider with reach and a soldier. Nice. Good token. And a cool art card. And a cool land card. I like the spire. Ooh, it's snow-covered. Nice. I've been hoping to pull some buy some snow-covered lands. I did not realize they were in this set. That is awesome because I have like 4 cards that have snow-covered requirements that I'm like really wanting to use. Now, unfortunately, a mountain is not going to be helpful, but we do have 6 more packs to pull from. Maybe we will pull a swamp. Maybe we'll pull an island. Maybe we will get lucky. The card I want to use it on is, I have a legendary zombie that I actually want to build a new deck around that is black and blue and requires snowlands for his abilities. Deep Forest Hermit, a 1/1, vanishing 3. When it enters the battlefield, you get to create 4 squirrels. And squirrels get +1/+1. I already have this in my squirrels deck, but it is an awesome card for sure. Are all these on this channel? Let me see. Yes. Okay, good. So what I'll do is top, mid, bottom, and then best card will go above the coin here. So I'd still say that's a pretty solid card. I'm going to mid it, though. Cunning Evasion. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, you may return it to its owner's hand. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked. So you can return your own creatures to your hand after they've been blocked? That's interesting. I wonder if that's instead of them dying. I'm going to top that. I need to figure that out. If you get to send them back to your hand instead of them dying, that would actually be pretty cool. Vengeful Devil. Haste. Morbid. Tap it and it deals 1 damage to any target, but you can only do this if a creature dies this turn. Still not bad. Undead Augur. Ooh, I didn't know that was in this set. Whenever it or another zombie dies, you get to draw a card and lose a life. Decent zombie, though. And I need it for another zombie deck if I'm going to build one, so nice. Springbloom Druid. Oh, I'm down on the freaking mat again. Damn it. When this thing enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice land. If you do, you get to search your library for 2 basic lands and put them on the battlefield tapped. Cost 3 for a 1/1, but otherwise, that ability's not bad. I'm gonna top that. What the hell? This pack has done pretty solid so far. Tarkir is definitely going to have to fight hard to pull its weight against it. Rank Officer, 3/1 zombie soldier. When this thing enters the battlefield, you can discard a card. If you do, you get to create a black zombie 2/2. Then you can pay 1 and a black, tap this, exile a creature from your graveyard, and each opponent loses... Ooh. That might be going in my zombie deck. I might have to rework my zombie deck. Add that, because I do love dealing damage just for shits and kicks in that deck. Knight of Old Benalia. Suspend 5 for 1 white. So instead of paying 5, you can just pay 1 white and do that. And when this thing enters the battlefield, other creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. I'm going to mid that. Pondering Mage. For 5, lets you look at the top 3 cards of your library when it enters. You can put them back in any order, then you can shuffle your library and draw a card. Ooh, I do like that, and it's a 3/4. I'm going to top that. That's pretty good. Mindrake. Target player discards 2 cards, costs 3. Ooh, you can overload it and make everybody do it. Okay, wait, let me get this straight. You can pay 2 in a black to target 1 person. Or you can pay 1 in a black and target becomes each. Neat. I actually like that. Unearth. Turn target creature with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Well, Tarkir is going to definitely have to pull his weight because this is a pretty solid pack. Choose creature or land. Reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all cards of the chosen type revealed this way into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. That's a solid sorcery. Goblin War Party. Create 3/1/1 red goblin creature tokens, or creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain haste until end of turn. But you can pay the Entwine and make both of these things happen. It'll just cost you 7. 5 and 2 red. Wall of 1,000 Cups. Nice. I need more walls. Defender flying 3/5. Pay white. This thing can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Nice. And Smoke Shroud. Enchanted creature get +1/+1 has flying. When a ninja enters the battlefield under your control, you can... Ooh, nice. I remember this one. I'm going to admit it, though, because I don't have a lot of decks that involve ninjas. Actually, I don't have any yet. I'm going to build a ninja deck eventually, but after that, I'm only going to need 1 copy for Commander, of course. Still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, they're probably not all top, but that's still an amazing set of cards sitting right there. So, come on, Tarkir, let's see what you got. Are you going to let the old set bamboo take you down in 1 round? Or will you step up to the plate and show us something cool in turn 1. Alright, I think the collector boost... Do the regular play boosters work the same as the collector boosters? Am I supposed to reverse things around? I can't remember. We're going to go with no this time. Okay, I was right. Good. Art card. Nice. Do you like the art card? We got ourselves a Dragonback Lancer. Flying, mobilize, 1, 3/3 for 4. I'll take that any day. That's pretty good. We got a Fire Rim Form. Flash, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets first strike until end of turn. Gets +2/+0. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Dragon's Prey, less good. Especially if you want to target a dragon. Snakeskin Veil, that puts you back on top though. Humbling Elder, that's a new one. Flash. When this creature enters, target creature an opponent controls gets -2/-0 until end of turn. So 1/2 for 1? That's okay. I'm going to admit that. Aggressive Negotiations. Target player reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it and exile that card. Put a +1/+1 counter onto one target creature you control. For 3, that's pretty good. Sipsig Appraiser. Zombie Appraiser 2/1. When this creature enters, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Not bad. I'm going to admit that, actually. Aegis Sculptor. 3 and a blue for a 2/3 with flying, ward 2, and at the beginning of your upkeep you may exile 2 cards from your graveyard to put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. That last ability kind of sucks, but the rest of it's pretty decent. I'm going to put it top. Salt Road Skirmish. Destroy target creature. Create 2 1/1 red warrior creature tokens. They gain haste until end of turn. Then you have to sacrifice them at the beginning of your next end step. Cost 4. If you didn't have to sacrifice them, I would put that top. In the right deck, that's still useful, but that's pretty limiting, I think. Ooh. Mammoth Bellow. For 2 green, blue, and red, I get to create a 5/5 green elephant. And I can harmonize it from my graveyard. You're going top just because I love elephants. New Wave Forward. Instant. 2 blue, red, and white. Next time a source of your choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage. When damage is prevented this way, New Way Forward deals that much damage to that source's controller and you draw that. Wow. That's impressive. Revival of the Ancestors. Create 3 white spirit creature tokens. Distribute 3 +1/+1 counters among 1, 2, 3 creatures you control. Creatures control gain trample and lifelink until end of turn. Damn! Wingspace Stride. Enchanted creature has +1/+1 and flying. And I can put this back in my hand. And we end on a Bloodfell Cove. Gain 1 life. Black, red. Not bad. Opening pack. I mean, those last 3 were probably the best hits from this one. Not so much the Mammoth, actually, to be honest. I have to be honest. The Mammoth isn't that great. Which basically brings it down to 2. We'll leave the Wingspring Form in there. Okay, so these 3 are pretty much the best ones from this pack. And they're all pretty decent, for sure. Don't get me wrong. But I think this one has it. I really like the 1,000 Cuts. Goblin Party's not bad. Winding Way is going to be really great in my fungus deck that likes to mill and create tokens. Unearth is amazing. I like Mind Rake because I can make everybody discard. Pondering Mage. You know what? I'm giving it to this one. Congratulations, Modern Horizons. You have taken the first round in New Set versus Old Set. Oh, Kaiba, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb your slumber. Much love to you all from me to you. Take care. Grumpy Puggy. Bye.